spoons. Troll them, cast them, or jig them. If you want to get aggressive with trout, get a set of Kellogg speed spoons and get your fish on. Available at the fishhuntshoot.com website. Howdy guys, Kellogg here. We're going to talk about power trolling here in just a second. Wasn't that footage cool? That speed spoon was going 3.8 miles an hour when that trout hit, and I actually had no idea that I got a hit, all right? That fish came in, as you could see, he grabbed that spoon crosswise in his mouth. He never got the hook, and he actually created some slack in the line, and he wasn't alone. When he first came in, there were two shadows back behind him. A couple of his buddies came in too, but he shot up there, he grabbed the spoon, he didn't like it, he spit it out, and I never knew. Now, my camera has about a 40-minute battery on it. So in the grand scheme of things, I don't run it a whole lot compared to the total amount of time I'm out trolling, but I've seen that many times. So that begs to question, how often do we get hit? How often do our lures get bumped or outright blitzed and we don't even know about it? Because like I said, I had no idea I'd gotten hit until I got home and screened that video and just ran through it to see what was going on down there. The second big takeaway from that video is the speed. You know, it's a leap of faith when you start power trolling, when you start pulling lures at 4 and 5 miles an hour, and until you catch a fish or multiple fish at those speeds, your head is going to be filled with doubt. You know, the cornerstone kind of, got a lot of mosquitoes out here this morning. The cornerstone idea about trout fishing going back, you know, a lot of years is that about 1.5 is the optimum speed. Well, that might be the optimum speed to go out there and pull your forward fenders and a threaded night crawler, but if you listen to the trout, if you observe the behavior of the trout, they are willing to hit lures going a lot faster than 1.5. That spoon was moving almost 4 miles an hour, and that trout had absolutely no hesitation. He had no problem running that spoon down. I've caught fish up to 5 miles an hour on speed spoons, Rapalas, and speedy shiners. So if the conditions are right, and that's the key, you've got to have the right conditions, and you've got to have fish that are in the feeding mode, fish that are, you know, willing to chase, that are willing to react to that fast-moving lure. Grab it or it's going to get away. That kind of deal. You can catch fish up to and beyond 5 miles an hour. When the conditions are right, you've got low light or you've got surface chop. That's when I like to power troll. That's when you should sample power trolling. Put that lure in the zone right above where you're marking the fish. In the case of that speed spoon, I was trolling about 20 feet deep. I actually had out about 26 feet of cable, as I remember. I was trolling off the downrigger. But, you know, I had to kind of calculate the blowback. So that spoon was actually running 18 to 20 feet deep, something in that order. So position your lure right above the fish and just have faith. If the lure is working beside the boat, if you have action on a lure that looks appropriate at 5 miles an hour, it is not a problem for the trout to blitz up there and grab that lure. And sometimes you'll hook them, sometimes you won't, sometimes you won't even know. And that's a whole nother conversation. How many times have we been out trolling a Rapala that has those 3 big treble hooks on it? We'll get smashed and we won't hook the fish, and you're like, how is it possible for the fish to hit that lure and not get hooked? I mean, I can't get a Rapala out of the boat without hooking my hat and my sock, my tackle box, the boat seat, the boat cover, and everything else before I get it into the water. But a trout with that soft mouth, that soft face, he can run up there, grab that lure, peel off, and not even get a hook anywhere in his flesh. It is just absolutely amazing. There's some kind of bug crawling over the lens here. Let me get rid of him. Took care of him. I've got a lot of bug life out here around me. Anyway, that's all I really got to say. Have faith in power trolling. It absolutely works. You can't troll too fast within reasonable limits. If your lure is working, if that Rapala is swimming, the trout can run it down. Your challenge is using that approach at the right time when the trout are willing to chase, when the trout are in an aggressive mindset, when they're looking to feed, they will absolutely react to a fast-moving bait, and man, you can mop them up in the right situation. You can catch fish after fish after fish until the conditions change, and that's when you're gonna have to slow down. I like to power troll early in the day when the light level's low. I like to power troll late in the afternoon when the light level's low. I like to power troll when I have overcast conditions, and best of all, I like to power troll when I have surface chop. That could be in the late afternoon on a sunny day, or better yet, surface chop on a cloudy day, surface chop early in the morning, surface chop late in the evening. You start combining those positive factors, and you just stack the odds in your favor. You're gonna find aggressive fish, and they're gonna react to a Rapala or a speed spoon or a Yozuri, whatever you have on the end of your line, whatever your confident bait is for fast trolling. I encourage you to try out my speed spoons. They are a top-notch bait. They're not too big, they're not too small, they're fairly heavy. You can cast them from shore, you can jig with them. They're very versatile, and as you saw in the video in the beginning of this, the video segment in the beginning of this, trout absolutely love them, and sometimes they get hooked. Sometimes you land them. It's awesome. I'm out of here for now. I'm Kel Kellogg. I'm having a little fun this morning. I'm dodging these mosquitoes. I'm talking a mile a minute. I will catch you next time right here on YouTube. If you enjoy my content, please hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking for speed spoons or anything else in my tackle line, go on over, check out my store, fishhuntshoot.com. I want to thank you guys for all the support. I look forward to seeing all you guys out on the water. Stay safe, and I will catch you next time right here on YouTube. I'm Kel Kellogg. Thanks a lot, guys.